Look, Peter, I didn't want to ask you to do this because of that maverick but awesome thing you did in the battle war of the past. He went rogue and saved everyone's lives. But he didn't do it by the book.
Is that why he can't get an erection?
Everyone stop talking about me!
Throughout the ages, people have loved watching the elderly do stuff on screen. Whether it's riding around on scooters, falling down in the bathroom, or eating at Wendy's, people love to see the elderly doing stuff.
Where's the beef?
And this year at the movies has proved no different. We got to see an 81-year-old Harrison Ford recharge his electric wheelchair and take on Nazis again. Then a 68-year-old Denzel Washington made sure his hearing aids were working and took on the Italian mob.
Bitch.
And now we get to see a 77-year-old Sylvester Stallone clean out his colostomy bag and stop a mysterious villain from trying to
Take over the world.
Anyway, as a tribute to action movies of old, these movies have in the past been pretty fun, if not ridiculous, offering tons of explosions and one-liners to spare. So, can everyone's favorite mercenary team, led by everyone's favorite geriatric action hero, deliver what audiences have come to expect? Or will Sly's hip give out before they get the chance? Let's find out.
I've fallen, and I can't get up!
So the movie starts with the team meeting at a warehouse for their next mission. This time around, the team is made up of returning old-timers Randy Couture, Jason Statham, and Dolph Lundgren, as well as newcomers Jason Scipio and 50 Cent for some reason.
It's your birthday.
Anyway, this time the team is being sent to Libya to keep a mercenary named Ramat from stealing nuclear warheads for the mysterious villain Ocelot, whom Sly failed to apprehend 25 years prior. The mission starts pretty normal. Cars explode, people are shot, heads are ripped off bodies, but then, unexpectedly, things go bad. The bad guys manage to escape, and the Expendables are left wondering why. After some time has passed, Gina, played by plastic surgery enthusiast Megan Fox, reassembles the team to go after Ocelot and Ramat, but this time it'll be without Jason Statham, who jeopardized the previous mission. As the team travels to Asia, it's revealed that Ocelot has a boat full of nuclear warheads and plans to ignite World War III by setting them off, which we all know now is very, very bad. So, the Expendables have to intercept the ship, stop the warheads from being launched, and finally bring Ocelot to justice. And as the bodies start to pile up and the threat of nuclear destruction gets closer and closer, the movie we end up with is absolutely terrible. Now, I understand when you go to a movie like this, you shouldn't expect Citizen Kane or The Godfather. They're just supposed to be mindless fun, and I get that. But this movie has absolutely none of those aspects that the previous chapters had. In the previous movies, it was still mindless action. It had a lot of explosions, a lot of people talking in one-liners, but most importantly, they all looked like they wanted to be there. In this movie, everyone looks like they would rather be anywhere else. They just look bored. And yes, I wasn't going into this expecting the acting to be great. I mean, 50 Cent is in the movie, for crying out loud, so you really can't expect a lot, but every performance is just next level bad. Secondly, whoever the camera operator was in this movie should be drug out into the street and set on fire. There are several shots where the camera is shaking, even when it isn't supposed to, like someone bumped into it by accident, and this happens several times. It's crazy that the editing team would miss this, but somehow they did. The production also looks very cheap, especially for a feature film. The sets look terrible, and the flat lighting makes them look even worse. There are also no locations in the movie. Everything takes place in a warehouse, or the back of a plane, or inside a big boat. Hardly anything happens outdoors, and when it does, it's obviously on a green screen set. And speaking of green screens, all of the special effects in this movie stink. I mean, they are very bad. It's like they didn't even bother to clean up the effects at all. I don't know if a workers' strike caused them to look this bad or what, but from the CGI blood squibs to the poorly rendered CGI vehicles, it's all embarrassingly bad. It makes the CGI in The Flash look like a masterwork. So, would I recommend this movie? No, absolutely not. It's not just the worst movie I've seen all year, but it's probably the worst movie I've seen in a long, long time. The only thing I'm happy about is that I only paid $8.50 for the ticket. If I had to pay full price for the evening show, I would have been pretty upset. This is supposedly going to be the last last movie in the franchise, and if so, it's a shame for it to go out like this. It looks and feels like a straight-to Redbox movie that isn't worth seeing, and honestly, isn't worth talking about anymore. Well, that's it for this one, guys. Did you see The Expendables 4? What did you think about it? Leave a comment below, let me know. Also, what's your favorite Expendables movie? I'd like to know. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I'll see you next time.